Hey, welcome back to Health with Hashimoto's. This is episode 122. Today, we're going to talk about how you get to the spot where you are waking up with energy. You're not waking up looking forward to a nap already. You're waking up with renewed energy. You're waking up with clear focus and going through your day with clear focus. Can you imagine that? How long has it been since you had a day where you just felt full of purpose and where you could accomplish what you wanted to accomplish, within reason? I know that we all tend to want to do more than we have time for in a day, but that's different than not having the energy for it because your Hashimoto's has sucked it from you. Let's talk today about how to get to that spot. Before we do, though, I want to tell you about Black Friday sales for some of the different products that we have talked about on this podcast. So if you're not interested in that, skip forward a couple minutes. I have talked about only products that I have used and personally have benefited from. Number one, let's talk about the Black Friday sale that I will be hosting on the health or the holistic Hashimoto's course. That is my course that's usually $197 right now, and it's going to be $20 off for Black Friday. I will start that sale probably on Monday, so Monday the 25th, and it will go through the next Monday, which we call Cyber Monday. And that will be automatically applied when you log into School, so school.com, SKOOL.com. It'll be in the Health with Hashimoto's community. You go to the classroom, and it will automatically be there. You will see that the price will be down to $177 for that Black Friday week. So that's sale number one. Another product that I have talked about is my CalmiGo. That was episode 109. I talked about this little device. It's handheld and it involves all of your senses. Well, not taste. It involves most of your senses to lower your stress response, to get you out of the fight and flight sympathetic response and into your rest and digest parasympathetic stress response. That's where we want to be. That's where our body thrives. That is how we are going to increase our overall health. And the CalmiGo is a little tiny device to help you do that quickly. I really like it. So the CalmiGo will be $70 off during Black Friday. Watch that for the sale. And the link to all of these will be down in the show notes. Also, you can follow CalmiGo on all of their social media. I think on Instagram, they're my CalmiGo, and I'm sure they'll be posting about the sale there. So the next place that I've talked about FullScript, and that is kind of like the Amazon of good quality supplements. Please do not buy your supplements from Amazon. The quality control is questionable at best on Amazon. They don't have policies and procedures in place that I am aware of to cull out the counterfeits and the products that just are marketing and no actual, help. FullScript does have those in place, and they are a spot where I personally feel like I can order anything on the FullScript site and get a quality supplement. Now, I do really dig through it to make sure that I am getting my the best. When I'm looking for a fish oil on FullScript, I evaluate how much EPA and how much DHA is in their FullScript or in each capsule. And I evaluate based on capsule because I have a family of 6. And when I'm filling everybody's little supplement containers, I give everybody one capsule. I do not give everybody one full serving. So when I am evaluating fish oil on FullScript, I will look at the EPA and the DHA and the milligrams of fish oil per capsule. And then I will evaluate that per price or for cost. And I will also double check that each one has been, third party verified and tested, that it's really good quality fish oil, because a lot of the fish oil on the market is really gross. It's already rancid. It's not good. So FullScript, I'm sure will have a sale. I don't have any knowledge of that right now. I have not seen anything come through on my email, but I'm sure that I will. And I'm sure that when you go to FullScript, you will see something. So again, links down in the comments. Oh, another thing for FullScript is they now carry the full line of seed. I have talked about seed before. It is my favorite synbiotic, SYN, as in synergy. The synbiotic they have, it's a prebiotic and a probiotic together. Now, when you're planting a garden, you need good soil and you need good seeds. If your soil is poor, but you have good seeds, your harvest is going to be not great. If your soil is great, but you have poor seeds, your harvest is not going to be great. The same thing with pre and probiotics. The prebiotics are like the soil of your gut, and the probiotics are like the seeds. So we need both good soil and good seeds. And that is what a synbiotic does. It puts the pre and the probiotics together. Seed has it in the same capsule. Some companies sell them as different products, but you can take them together. When you take them together, the research tells us that you get a better outcome. So it's not 1 + 1 = 2, but it's 1 + 1 = 5 or 7 or 10 or 50. That's symbiotic relationship. So FullScript now carries the full range of the seed products. That is the adult symbiotic. They have a pediatric one, which is a powder. You open the little packet and pour it in. I do use that one for my kids. Even my 13-year-old, so he's technically a teenager, I just find it really easy. And honestly, they all like it. They say that it tastes like old cereal milk when you've had, a sugary cereal and then it's just the milk left. They say that's what it tastes like and they all enjoy it. So we use the pediatric, my husband and I use the adult, and they also now have a vaginal probiotic. I'm not sure if it's a pre and pro. It's crazy. More than half of women, I believe it's over half, struggle with problems, down there. Bacterial vaginosis is so very common, and that some people get medications for it. Some people suffer through it. Some people find that they get it all the time and they need medications frequently. Try the seed probiotic, the vaginal probiotic. It goes in with an applicator, kind of like a tampon, and it dissolves. I have been recommending it to some of my personal friends who have told me that they've struggled with reoccurring bacterial vaginosis. And I followed up with one of them and she said it's amazing. So take that for what it's worth. I have not tried that myself. I have only read the research from Seed. I have not done independent research or reading on it, but it looks like a quality thing if you need it, and a lot of my friends do need it. So those are all available on FullScript. Now, here's the thing about Seed. They give me one discount coupon at a time. I cannot give you a discount link down in the show notes, but if you know that you want to order from Seed and you want to have like a recurring subscription, let me know. Send me a message on Instagram. And like I said, I have one discount code at a time, and I will be happy to share that with you. Or you can get it on FullScript using whatever sale they have. And that way, if you're already buying other stuff, vitamin D or fish oil, things like that, then you can get it all together. Whichever way is easier for you and more cost effective. But feel free to send me a message either in our school community, or a direct message on school, skool.com, or on Instagram. I am at health.with.hashimoto's on Instagram. All right. The last place there's two more. Another place that we have talked about on the podcast is UltaLabs. And that is if you're going to order your own lab work, then go to Ulta and you can get the best price for all of the labs that I have found. I will have the link down below. I'm going to have a link to their sales page. They are always 100% of the time running sales on different bundles and different packages. I am 100% positive that they will have a Black Friday sale. It is not open yet, and they did not email me to let me know what's coming. So I will have the link down below to their sales page. If you want any labs, check that out. And then the last sale that I have to let you know about is from Horatio Printing. That is the Dream Planner that I talked about last week. Actually, everything on the Horatio Printing site is going to be 20% off for Black Friday. If you're going to buy more than one planner, there's a different code to use and you can save 30%. So Black Friday is the code that you're going to use. In the email that I got this week, she already said that some of the 2025 planners, the inventory is low. So if you're going to get one of the Dream Planners, head over there and get that as soon as possible. All right, so those are all the Black Friday sales that I know that are coming up. The CalmiGo, FullScript, UltaLabs, and the Dream Planner, and of course, the Holistic Hashimoto's course is going to be $20 off. All right, so enough chit chat about all of the Black Friday sales. You can come and join the school community and I will make a post, or you can make a post about your favorite Black Friday sales, because I'm sure that there are other health tools that will be on sale. And, if you find a good deal, come and tell everybody else about it. We all want to know. Where are you in your Hashimoto's journey? Did you just find out that you have Hashimoto's, or maybe you don't even know yet? I just talked to somebody the other day in the school community sending messages, and she thinks she has it. She's looked at her labs, she has an appointment, but she just keeps getting the runaround. Like her regular doctor is like, oh, okay, these things are concerning. You need to go see this specialist. And the other specialist is like, well, you need to go see the endocrinologist. She's still waiting to find out if she has Hashimoto's. She's had the lab work, and she's had the runaround. Maybe you're in that spot where you're not quite sure you have it. You think maybe, but you don't have an official diagnosis yet. It's okay. I'm going to still help you. Maybe you are in the spot where you just found out that you have Hashimoto's, or maybe you've had it for a long time and you just found out that it's an autoimmune thing. Or maybe you've had it for a long time and you're finally sick and tired of just that quick Band-Aid approach from your doctor, and you want to figure out how to feel like yourself again. Because nobody wants to wake up feeling like you're running on empty every single day. Like you wake up just waiting to go to sleep again. That is not a fun way to live. It's draining. You're already drained, and now you've got that on top of it. Also, it's super frustrating to be overwhelmed and have this contradictory advice from the quote experts, or even just the social media experts. There is a really good chance, whether you have had your diagnosis for a short time, no time at all, or a very long time, there's a good chance that you have been already met with a flood of advice, and most of it confusing or contradictory. That's so frustrating, and I have been there for sure. When I first got diagnosed with Hashimoto's, I felt like my body had just betrayed me because it wasn't working how I wanted it to. I was exhausted, I was overwhelmed, and then I was drowning in information. Before I figured out thyroid stuff, I was so confused with the information, with all the labs, and I've shared my story in other episodes. I just felt like things weren't working. My body wasn't working, my brain wasn't working, my emotions weren't working. For a lot of people, their metabolism isn't working, their weight isn't working. There's so many things that just feel like they are falling short. And if you are nodding along to any of those things, feeling the same fatigue, frustration, confusion, I want you to know that there is a way out. You do not have to feel like you are stuck in a never-ending cycle of struggle. The struggle of confusion with trying to figure out your symptoms, trying to figure out the guidance, because the guidance, like I said, is conflicting. And also that struggle of feeling like you are alone. You're navigating this journey alone. And then there's the constant cycle of your symptoms, the brain fog, the mood swings, the stubborn weight gain, the fatigue, all these things that we've already mentioned. But here's the thing, you don't have to live like this. There is hope. The problem with traditional approaches, when you go to see your doctor, they are going to be surface level. They're going to be like symptom management. They're going to test your TSH. Hopefully they're testing more. And they're going to say, oh, you're really tired. Your TSH is too high. So here's a prescription for some Synthroid or levothyroxine. Come back in a little while. We'll recheck your labs and we'll go from there. But what they are not telling you is that's not helping the root cause. That's not addressing the real problem. Yes, it's addressing the symptoms. When you take medications like levothyroxine or Synthroid or Armour, these things will hopefully help your energy, and they will help all of the symptoms because they are helping the thyroid. They're helping your body have enough thyroid hormone so that it can work well. But doctors are so busy and they hand out those prescriptions without addressing the root causes. And so that approach, while it's useful, it gets you back to functioning again, it's not the long-term fix that you need. You need to know why you're feeling like this. And when I realized this, it became my mission to find a better way, because that's why I left the ER. Is so that I didn't have to keep putting short-term Band-Aids on chronic things. Yes, in the emergency department, we also see, trauma and accident victims, falls, things like that are actually emergent. But then we see a lot of chronic things that get to the point of, we need to fix this right now. So it's an emergency, but it's really a chronic medical condition. And we were not, and they still are not helping in the ER. They're not helping people get to the root. And that's why I left the emergency department, because I knew I wanted to help people actually figure out what was going on and to take control of their own health. Their doctors on their advisory team, but you are in control of your health. And you might not feel equipped to be in control. Like, I don't have enough information. I don't know what I'm doing. And that is why I created the Holistic Hashimoto's course. It's not a one-size-fits-all program. It's a guided journey. In every single part of the course, I give you options for how to customize this for you. So here's what you're going to get inside of the course. Everything is designed to help you uncover the root causes and take control of your health. All right, so real quick, here's what you're going to find in the 4 weeks of the course. Week 1 is assess and align. You're going to figure out what's going on. You're going to take a whole person inventory of your health. You're going to pick specific triggers so that you can focus on what matters most to supercharge your progress. And then in week 2 is connect and strengthen week. Your body, mind, and spirit are deeply connected. And I don't say that in a woo-woo kind of way. It's a fact. Your body, mind, and your spirit are deeply connected. In this week 2, you're going to learn about how stress impacts your thyroid. You're going to explore simple and effective techniques to reduce it. And you're going to start to build some resilience. Week 3 is about nourishing and supporting your gut. We're talking about diet because diet is a powerful tool, but figuring out what to eat, it shouldn't be overwhelming, and it usually is. And so I want to take that overwhelm out of it. In week 3, you're going to take an honest look at how you're eating, what you're eating, and how that impacts you. And then you are going to choose which changes to make to support your thyroid and to support your immune system without guilt or shame. There is no guilt or shame in this program. Week 4 is all about detox and renew. We're going to talk about your bathroom, about your home, about the outdoors, all the toxins that surround us. And importantly, you're going to learn practical ways to reduce your exposures to toxins and how to support your liver, because the liver does the bulk of your detox for your body. And we want your liver to be able to do its job effectively. That's what you're going to find in the 4 weeks. Obviously, just a really quick, overview of those 4 weeks. That's what you're going to find in the Holistic Hashimoto's course. And this course works because of my background. Honestly, it works because I understand Western medicine. I understand, the labs. I understand the medications. I understand what's going on in the traditional approach to autoimmune care and to thyroid care. And then I also understand the holistic view. Body, mind, spirit, diet, environment, how it's all connected, how it all makes a difference in your health, and how to empower you to make those decisions. You're not going to feel lost or alone anymore. In this course, you're going to have a clear path. You're going to have tools to help you regain energy. You're going to get your focus back and control over your health. So imagine this scenario. Picture yourself waking up and you've got energy. Imagine the day where your brain fog doesn't steal your focus, your mood feels steady, and you actually are enjoying your food, knowing that it's something that is helping you be healthier. You're not having any guilt. You're not having any confusion. This course is not just about reducing symptoms. The course is about transformation. I want you to become a woman or man, whoever is listening. I want you to become someone who understands your body. I want you to trust your knowledge and your choices about your health. I want you to be empowered to create lasting health, lasting wellness. And that is what you're going to get in the Holistic Hashimoto's course. And of course, like I said in the beginning of the episode, I am offering a Black Friday sale. It'll be $20 off so that you can enroll. So hop over to our school community, link it down in the show notes, or type it in skool.com. Health with Hashimoto's is our community, and you will see this course in the classroom. Now, if you already know that you're going to join the full course, you can skip over the mini course, the Hashimoto's Root Causes Revealed, because we go over that in the full course, because you have to know your root causes. So hop over to school.com and join our community, and then click on the classroom tab so that you can start this. You want to start it now. I know that we're coming up to Thanksgiving and then Christmas and then New Year's, but you can start doing these things right now. You do not have to wait until after New Year's to start making an impact in your health. This course is not only going to get you through the holidays, but you're going to go past the holidays feeling better than ever. Join now. This podcast is for informational and educational purposes only. Please discuss any concerns and plans with your trusted healthcare professional. If you found this episode helpful, will you please share it with a friend? I'll see you next week on the Health with Hashimoto's podcast.